Welcome to the table topic contest semi-final of Virtual Toastmaster Club. I am Subhas, the staff for the contest. Here are the few rules which are to be followed during the contest. Please stay on mute except while you are talking. Please do not share any content on the screen. In case you will be keeping your video on as an audience member, please be seated in well-lit room and avoid any movement while your video is on. By attending this remote area division or district table topic contest, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmaster International as well as the unassociated remote hosting service. Some of your personal information such as name, image, and any shared messages may be shared with other meeting participants and will be recorded by Toastmaster International, who may use the recording in future as it sees fit. Your remote attendance hereby discharges Toastmasters International from all claims, demands, rights, promises, damages, and liabilities arising out of or in connection with use or distribution of said video recordings, including but not limited to any claims for invasion of privacy, appropriation of likeness, or defamation. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to the contest chair, Toastmaster Rohit Reddy.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Subhash. Thank you. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the first semi-finals of the Table Topics contest of VirtuoMasters Club. I am Rohit Reddy, the Contest Toastmasters Club for this Toastmaster for this semi-final of the Table Topics contest. Now, the purpose of the contest defined by Toastmaster International is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and also for all Toastmasters to learn by observing proficient speakers who have been benefited from their Toastmasters training. In order to be eligible in this Table Topics contest, a contestant must be a paid member of a club, area, division, or district in which he or she is contending or intends to compete, be a member of the club in good standing. A new dual or reinstated member must have dues clear and membership application current with the world headquarters. The following are ineligible to compete in any Toastmaster speech contest: a member serving as a chief judge, voting judge, or tie-breaking judge beyond the club level for a contest type in which the member is still competing or intends to compete, incumbent international officer, region advisor or region advisor applicants, district officers whose term expires June 30, 2022, international officer and director candidates, immediate past district directors, district officers or candidates for district officers for who are competing for elected positions or candidates who are competing for elected positions for the term beginning of upcoming July 1, 2022, presenters of education session and contest role players at the event at which the contest will be held, including area, division, district events, as well as the international convention. Now, it's my duty to apprise you with you all with the rules and regulations which we must satisfy as strictly observe during the contest to ensure that we conduct in a fair manner. First, let's cover a few ground rules. Number one, please ensure your microphone is always on mute when you're in the main room. Please do not share any content during the contest. Only the timer is allowed to share screen and display the timer cards. Once the contest begins, the Sergeant at Arms will enable the meeting entry in waiting room option in Zoom, and members of the audience are asked to refrain from leaving because if you exist, you may not be allowed to enter again. The chat option will be disabled and you can only send a text to the host. In this contest, all contestants will speak on the same table table topic. Now for this contest, only the first contestant will remain in the main room. The rest of the contestants will be escorted to a virtual breakout room by the host and will be accompanied by the second sergeant at arms, that is Toastmaster Bharat. Each contestant will stay in the main room after he or she completes their speech with their videos on and hands visible. Now each contestant will be introduced by announcing the contestant number, contestant name as mentioned in the eligibility and biography form which you have all filled. For example, if the first contestant is Rohit and the topic is "It's a Beautiful Day," I'll announce as contestant number 1 Rohit. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Rohit, over to you. After I say over to you, you can start the speech. Upon being introduced, the contestant shall unmute microphone by themselves and turn on the video. You're supposed to turn on the video throughout, which is a rule. And timing will begin with the first verbal or non-verbal gesture the contestant shows. This usually is the first word uttered by the contestant, but would include any other communication gestures such as a sound effect or a staged act, etc. Speeches shall be of 1 to 2 minutes long with a 30-second grace period only on the upper side. A contestant who speaks for less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds shall be disqualified. Timer, please pay attention. Timer, please share the screen as I read the cards. The green card will be displayed at 1 minute. You can, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds. And the red card will be up at 2 minutes. Now the screen will be shared throughout. So the cards will be shared throughout the speech. So, and the red card will remain up until the speaker has finished speaking. No signal shall be given for the overtime period. There will be 2 minutes of silence between contestants. During the first 1 minute, there will be complete silence. The judges will mark their ballots, and the end of this minute shall be indicated by displaying a card, which is green card. During the second minute, the host needs to conduct an audio video check for the next contestant. And now after the last contestant has spoken, the audience shall maintain silence for 2 minutes until the ballots have been connected. Timer, you can shift to the grid. Now coming to protests. Protests are limited to eligibility and originality and reference to another contestant's speech. This case doesn't qualify for reference to another contestant's speech because you won't be hearing your previous contestants. I have already checked that all contestants are eligible. As per originality, a maximum of 25% of the speech content can be borrowed, but the source of such content should be mentioned in the speech. Any protest, if you want to lodge, shall be lodged with the chief judge or contest chair prior to the announcement of the contest results. Should there be a situation of a protest for originality, the contestant will be given an opportunity to respond to the chief judge before the decision is taken. Now, the speaking order for the first semi-final, which will happen now, was determined earlier by having our contestants draw for position. Now, the speaking order for the first semi-final would be 1 second. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Shraddha. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Panna. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Orithro. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Ajitesh. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Seema. Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Ayush. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Amrish. And contestant number 8, Toastmaster Anurag. I'm not reiterating the spellings as it has been already shared with the chief judge. So there have been few backouts, but it will not affect any change in the speaking order or the number which has been allotted to you. Now, the contest will be recorded on Zoom and will be shared by only on request, and that also one-on-one with the candidate who has requested and not anyone else. Now, Mr. Chief Judge, I confirm that all the contestants and role players have been briefed. Can you confirm whether all the contest officials are briefed and are present in the room?
Yes, Mr. Contester, I do confirm that the officials have been briefed and are present in the room. However, Before we begin, may I please get the co-host access so that I can also see if anyone is trying to enter the room so that we can see if no one else is. Yes, that's done. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yes, we may proceed, Mr. Contestant.
Yeah, thank you. And to those of us who have co-host access, please note that we shouldn't be admitting anyone. Only the chief judge will admit the contestants into the main room in case they get dropped out. Okay, so Mr. Chief Judge, can you choose a number from 1 to 4?
I will choose 3.
Thank you. Dear contestants and everyone, I confirm that the Chief Judge has chosen a topic which is generic in nature from all the choices that have been provided to him. Okay, so now I would be moving all the contestants except contestant number 1 to the virtual breakout room. Just give me 1 second with the sergeant at arms as well. There's one contestant who's in the waiting room. Let him join. Toastmaster Ajitesh, are you there in the room?
Yes, Rohit. I got dropped off. I'm back.
Yeah. Can you
rename
yourself so that I can?
Yeah, I just renamed again. You can see.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so all of you must be getting a notification to join the breakout room. The chief judge will also be in the breakout room for a while to ensure everything is good. Whoever who got notification. Chief Judge, would you move to the breakout room for a while and see if it's...
Yes.
Yeah, please. We'll start with Toastmaster Shraddha, our first contestant, after the Chief Judge returns.
Mr. Contestant, we can start.
Thank you, Chief Judge. So the first contestant is Toastmaster Shraddha. Let me spotlight you. Yeah, Toastmaster Shraddha, can you repeat after me? It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
And you can confirm the color of the card which is being shared.
It's right now gray,
Timer, please change.
green.
Next.
Oh,
Next.
red.
Yeah. Timer back to the. Yeah, thank you. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, and can see the timer cards and has also been spotlighted. So, Chief Judge, we can proceed, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, 1 second. So, our first contestant is Toastmaster Shraddha. Shraddha. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So, our first contestant is Toastmaster Shraddha. Shraddha, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Shraddha, over to you.
Thank you so much. Make yourself best and the destiny will do the rest. That has been my motto throughout my life. When I was a kid, I went to first standard without doing any primary classes because I was actually delayed for the admission and I was not knowing anything of it. Like I didn't study ABCD, apple, ball, and then I was suddenly in class 1. So my parents told me that you are since young and you're not actually supposed to be in class 1. So it's okay, you do your best and we'll see what happens rest. So now when I look back, I have finished my schooling, I finished my college, and I'm working right now, believing in this sole motto throughout my life. I did okay in school, I did my best, and the destiny took care of it. I did quite well in the school. In the college, I just tried to do my best, and then I landed up doing pretty good in the placement, getting a job in a pretty good organization. I'm working in a public sector unit, and then I went to office, did my best there, and right now in one of the big offices, like basically I'm in head office. So this has been my motto throughout my life. I remember my mom telling me when I was very young that I know you are in class 1, you're not supposed to be, you've not studied primary classes, but then just do your best and we'll see that that destiny takes care, and this destiny will take care of the rest, and you just keep doing the best. That's been my motto. I urge everyone to believe in this motto because destiny will definitely do the rest for you if you do the best. Thank you so much. Back to you, DTM Rohit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we'll observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. It's a complete silence. Timer show a green card once the 1 minute is over. Thank you. I have broadcasted the message for the second contestant to join. Timer, you can shift back to the green card. Okay, our second contestant is in the main room. Toastmaster Panna, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day today.
Thank you. Can you confirm the color of the card which is being shared?
It is gray now,
Now,
green, yellow, and red.
thank you so much. Our second contestant is Panna. Panna, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Panna, over to you.
Contestant and eminent judges, destiny is not in our hands, is it? Whatever is written for us will happen. So what do we need to do? We need to do what is best for us in the present moment. And for that, we have to live in the present. Forget the past. Forget what's going to happen in the future. Do your best today. And here today, in the table topic contest, I'm here to give it my best shot. And destiny will take care of the rest. Friends, when I was growing up, my parents brought me up with all facilities. They wanted me to be the best version of myself. And I gave it a full effort. I practiced hard in sports. I was good in sports. I practiced hard in sports. I had to get up in the morning, go for your hockey practice, stay back after school, go for basketball practice. And I qualified for the college teams. So took care of the present and the past took care of me. The present is what we have in our hands, my friends. Even if you take care of the people who are working for a society or who has worked for a freedom like the Mahatma Gandhi or for the downtrodden like Mother Teresa. She took care of the present then. He took care of the present then, creating marches, doing stuff to create awareness of non-violence. And in the future, we got our freedom. We are enjoying the freedom because someone took care of the present at that point of time. So my dear friends, don't worry what is going to happen in the future. That is not in your hands. Take care of what is in your hands now. Put your full effort in it. Whatever is in your resource, use them and become a better version of yourself. What a shame.
Thank you. We'll observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please show a green card when this 1 minute is over. I would request for two contestants, Shraddha and Panna, to remain seated with their hands visible. Toastmaster Shraddha, you're required to switch on. Yeah, thank you. And hands visible. Thank you, timer. I have broadcasted the message for contestant 4 to join. Contestant 3 has backed out, so we'll be proceeding with contestant 4. Yeah, we have contestant 4 in the room. Let me spot. Yeah, Toastmaster Ajitesh, can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Thank you. Can you confirm the color of the screen, the card which is being shared?
It's a gray card. It's
Now.
green now. Yellow. Red.
Mr. Contestant, could we please ask the contestant to turn off the blur effect of the virtual background?
Can you please turn off the blur background?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. So I confirm the contestant is audible, visible, and can see the timer cards. So our fourth contestant is Toastmaster Ajitesh. Ajitesh, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Ajitesh, over to you.
The best people in life are the one who work hard. The best people are the one who never give up. The best people are the one who do not believe in luck. Luck is just 80%. Did I get that right? No. Luck is just 20%. It's 80% hard work. It's 80% of dedication. It's 80% of persistent effort by each one of us. If we always believe in destiny to do our part, we can never be successful in life. A simple example where I was frustrated, I was down, I was bogged down by the challenges that I was facing in my workplace. There was an easy way out. I quit. I go to somewhere else. The great resignation. That is what we are calling this phase, right? But I chose to fight. I chose to solve problems. I chose to find out a solution of what is keeping me back. I talked to people. I understood what the problems are. And I went ahead and I found a resolution to that. And what was the reward? I got promoted to the next level in my office. Yes, I did not leave it on destiny. I did not leave it on anybody else to come and solve it for me. But it was me who did my part. And then destiny did the rest by coming into light of the right people and making sure that my hard work, my sincere efforts are getting showed out. With that, I can always say and believe in the quote that give your 100% and destiny will do the rest. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajitesh. You're requested to keep your video on and sit with your hands visible. Timer, please. We'll observe now 1 minute of complete silence. Timer, please let me know when the 1 minute is over. Toastmaster Shraddha, hands visible. Like this, if you can. Yeah. Thank you, timer. I'll broadcast the message for our contestant 5, Seema, to join. We have contestant 5 in the main room. Let me spot. Yeah, Toastmaster Seema, can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Okay. Can you confirm the color of the cards which are being shared?
It's gray.
Now.
Green. Yellow. Red.
Thank you. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, has been spotlighted, and can see the timer cards. So our fifth contestant is Toastmaster Seema. Seema, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Seema, over to you.
Be it in Benares or Barcelona, every tiny human being who's born is born with a yardstick. Invisible it may be, but the yardstick is there until your grave. Now, this yardstick makes us compete to be the best, to be better than others, to probably best ourselves. As a child, I remember I had a very, very strong stammering problem. For years, I was always hiding myself away from people so that I need not speak. But years of hard work and a lot of therapy made me improve my speech disability, and I mastered speaking very, very fluently without any stammer. Now, this, I say, is my hard work, and I've always been a hard worker. However, I began to realize that always hard work does not help. Now, I might be wrong, but destiny and luck plays a very, very good part. Now, the reason being is that destiny is something which we all know about, but we are unable to focus ourselves on when this destiny will arrive to us. For instance, being a Toastmaster was not my wish. I did not want to be a Toastmaster. However, I got to join Toastmasters. I have worked really hard, and I have tried to be a better Toastmaster, a better communicator, and a better speaker. Now, this is destiny, because I was not willing to be a Toastmaster, but somehow it brought me there to one of the clubs, and I was forced to join, forced by myself, because I wanted to be a better version of myself. And as they say, the rest is history. So ladies and gentlemen, contest chair, do your best, work hard, because without working hard, Lady Destiny and Lady Luck might never ever approach you. What do you say, Contest Master? Over to you.
Thank you. We'll now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please show a green card when 1 minute is over. Thank you, timer. I'll now broadcast. Our sixth contestant has backed out, so I'll bring the seventh contestant to the main room. We have our seventh contestant in the main room. I'll spot them. Toastmaster Amrish, you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Thank you. Can you confirm the color of the screen which is being shared?
Gray, green, yellow, red.
Thank you. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, can see the timer cards, and has been spotlighted. So our seventh contestant is Toastmaster Amrish. Amrish, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Amrish, over to you.
Thank you, contest chair and my dear friends. I'm sure anyone puts effort to make himself best, the best result will come out from him or her. If we talk about Mahatma Gandhi, he was a lawyer. He resides in South Africa. When he was thrown out of the train, then he thought there's something which need to be worked on, and he has done whatever changes he need to do in his life, and he came back to India, and everybody knows that what he has done for the country. The people of India supported him to fight against the British rule, and we got the independence due to his Satyagraha Andolan. He has tried to do the best, and no doubt the God, the destiny has supported him to do the best for the country, for his life, and for the mankind. This is same applicable to everyone. If we try to do our best, like I'm a practicing chartered accountant, I'm doing my practice. If I'm trying to give the best result to my client, it gives me satisfaction. It gives me more earning. It gives me more client, and it gives me a peace of mind that helps me to grow in my practice, in my earning. I can enjoy my life, and in that way I can say destiny supports me there also. So everyone must understand, if you want to if you try to do best, or if you do best, there are supports from environment, destiny, people around you, and it will help you to reach to another level. Thank you. Over to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you. We'll observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please notify once the 1 minute is over. Thank you. I have broadcasted the message, and the breakout rooms will now be closed.
Hi.
Yeah, contestant 8 is here. I'll spotlight him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you.
रुक जाओ. Sorry.
Okay. Can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Yeah. Can you confirm the color of the card which is being shared?
Yeah, it is gray. Green, yellow, red.
Thank you so much. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, has been spotlighted, and can see the timer cards. So our 8th contestant is Toastmaster Anurag. Anurag, make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Make yourself the best and destiny will do the rest. Anurag, over to you.
Thank you, Contest Chair. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. It has been rightly said, make yourself so big that the problems that you have in front of you becomes small. Make yourself much bigger than the task that you want to achieve, so that the task that you are trying to achieve becomes achievable in a jiffy. For instance, let me tell you, currently I'm preparing for my higher studies and I am trying to ace my common aptitude test, or CAT as it is now commonly named in India. The issue with CAT is that you need to be accurate and you have to be fast as well. But that can only happen if I practice a lot. I might be talented, I might be hardworking, but then there are other people who are equally talented and hardworking. And I have to race and compete against those IITians and those students who slog so much. Now, I do know that I might have a relatively decent profile and I might get a chance. But if I do not work hard, if I do not slog, then even this advantage that I have might not give me those results. So what currently I'm trying to do is giving my mock on a daily basis or an alternate basis and trying to see if the sums that gets repeated, I'm able to solve it faster or in a better or an easier method so that I could save time in my actual examinations. This is a strategy for this exam. I know it will be different. The blocks will be different for each and every one of you, but you know what it is required. You know what you have to achieve. So make yourself big enough so that the problem that is in front of you, you can achieve it in a jiffy. Thank you, and over to you, Contestant.
Thank you, contestant number 8. We'll now observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and submit it to the chief judge. Timer 1, please show a green card after 2 minutes are over. And I'll also request the timers to share the timing report only with the chief judge and not anyone else. Chief Judge, can the contestants now switch off their videos if they want?
Yes, Contestant, we can do that.
Yes, now you can switch off. Thank you, everyone. So this brings us to the end of the first semi-finals. We'll begin the second semi-final at, now it's 4:50, so we'll begin it at 4:55. In the meantime, the contestants of the second semi-finals are requested to join. Thank you. And in the meantime, those who have joined can test their audio video.
Rohit, this is Satyadeep Vasu. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It's fine. Yeah, the audio videos.
Am I audible, Rohit, now?
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
I'm visible.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rohit.
Those of who have joined the semi-final too, if you want to do an audio video check, you can do it now. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Sumit, Abhijit, Ainangshu, anyone?
Yes. Am I visible and audible?
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
Thank you.
Audible, right?
Yeah.
And visible, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm audible and visible?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so we have all the contestants here. Let me check with the role players, then we can start. Toastmaster Bharat, if you're here, yeah, thank you. So, okay, then the timers are here. Toastmaster, yeah, the timer is here. Toastmaster Prem, if you're here.
Rohit, I am there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Rohit, I am there. I'll just be back. I'll just be back. Some guests have come. I'll just be back. In 1 minute, I'll be back. I'll be back in 1 minute, Rohit. I'm here only.
Okay, Prem is here. Everyone is here. So we'll start in 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, everyone is here. I would request Abhijit, Sumit to also switch on their videos, and Kshitij as well. Thank you. So since this is a new set of contestants, I'll be reading the script again, so please pay attention. So welcome everyone to the second semi-final of the Table Topics contest of VirtuoMasters Club. I'm Rohit Reddy, the contest Toastmaster for this semi-final contest. Let one second. There's been a one. Yeah, so the purpose of the contest as defined by Toastmasters International is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and for all Toastmasters to learn by observing proficient Toast speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. In order to be eligible to compete in the Table Topics contest, a contestant must be a paid member of a club, area, division, and district in which he or she is competing or intends to compete, be a member of a club in a good standing. A new dual or reinstated member must have dues and membership application current with the world headquarters. The following are ineligible to compete in any Toastmaster speech contest: a member serving as a voting judge, tie-breaking judge, chief judge, beyond the club level in a contest type in which he or she is still competing or intends to compete, incumbent international officers and directors, region advisors or region advisor applicants, district officers whose term expire June 30, 2022, international officer and director candidates, immediate past district directors, district officers or candidates for elected positions for the term beginning upcoming July 1, 2022, presenters of education sessions and contest role players at the event at which the contest will be held, including area, division, and district event, as well as the international convention. Now, it's my duty to apprise you all with the rules and regulations which must be strictly observed during the contest in order to ensure that we conduct a fair contest. Please ensure your microphone is always on mute when you're in the main room. Please do not share any content during the contest. Only the timer is allowed to share the timer cards. Once the contest begins, the Sergeant at Arms will enable the meeting waiting room in the Zoom, and members of the audience are asked to refrain from leaving the room, because once you leave, you may not be allowed to enter again. The chat option will be disabled, and only you can only send a message or a text to the host. In this contest, all contestants will be speaking on the same topic. For this contest, only first contestant will remain in the main room. The rest of the contestants will be escorted to the virtual breakout room by the host and will be accompanied by the Sergeant at Arms. Each contestant will stay in the main room after he or she has finished speaking and completes her speech with their videos on and hands visible. Now, each contestant will be introduced by announcing the contestant's number, contestant's name as mentioned in the biography and eligibility form which you have been shared with me. For example, if the first contestant is Rohit and the topic is "It's a Beautiful Day," I'll announce contestant number 1, Rohit. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Rohit, over to you. And then you can start. Speeches shall be of 1 to 2 minutes long with a 30-second grace period only on the upper side. A contestant who speaks for less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. Upon being introduced, the contestant shall unmute microphone by themselves and turn on the video. Timing will begin with the contestant's first word, definite verbal or non-verbal communication gesture with the audience. This is usually the first word uttered by the contestant, but would also include any other gesture or communications such as a sound effect or a staged act. Timer, please pay attention. The green card will be displayed at 1 minute and will remain up for 30 seconds. The yellow card will be displayed at 1 minute 30 seconds and will remain up for 30 seconds. The red card will be displayed at 2 minutes and will remain until the speaker has stopped speaking. No signal shall be given for the overtime period. Timer, you can shift to the period. There will be 2 minutes of silence between contestants. During the first 1 minute, the judges will mark their ballots, which is a complete silence, and the end of 1 minute, the timer will show as a green card. During the second minute, the host needs to conduct an audio video check of the next contestant. Now, after the last contestant has spoken, audience shall maintain silence for 2 minutes generally, or until all the ballots have been collected. Protests. Protests are limited to eligibility and originality and shall be only lodged by voting judges and contestants. Any protest shall be lodged with the chief judge or contest chair prior to the announcement of the results. I have already checked that all contestants are eligible to compete, and as for originality, a maximum of 25% of the content can be borrowed, but the source of such content must be mentioned in the speech. Should there be a situation of a protest for originality, the contestant will be given an opportunity to respond to the chief judge before the decision is taken. Now, the speaking order for this semi-final was determined earlier by having our contestants draw for position. I'll read it out, just 1 second. So the first contestant is Toastmaster Sumit. The second is Toastmaster Abhijit. The third is Toastmaster Kshitij. Fourth, Toastmaster Shilpa. Fifth, Toastmaster Satyadeep. Sixth, Toastmaster Rima. Seventh, Toastmaster Shalu. And eighth, Toastmaster Ainangshu. And there have been a few backouts, but the order remains the same. So the number which you've got is what we're going to follow for calling you. So that's one thing. Now the contest will be recorded on Zoom and will be shared only on request. And it will be only shared one-on-one with the contestant who has requested it, and no one else. Now, Mr. Chief Judge, I confirm that all the contestants and Sergeant at Arms are briefed by the contest chair. We request you to kindly confirm whether all the contest officials are briefed and are present in the room.
Mr. Contester, I do confirm that the officials have been briefed and are present in the room, but I would like to ask one question. That has contestant 4 backed out of the contest?
Yes, contestant 4 has backed out.
Because I was aware of contestant 7, but if contestant 4 has also...
it's been just now. So contestant 4 also has backed out.
Okay, so I would ask the officials to take note of the same, and rest is covered, so we may proceed, contestant. Thank you.
Okay, Chief Judge, can you choose a number from 1 to 4?
I will choose 2.
Okay, I confirm that the Chief Judge has picked up a topic which is generic in nature from the choices that has been given to him. And now I will be moving all the contestants except contestant number 1 to the breakout room, which is there. Give me 1 second, along with the Sergeant at Arms and the Chief. Okay, so you will be getting an option to join the breakout. Kshitij, if you can join. Yeah, thank you. So we'll wait for the Chief Judge to come back and then we'll start. Chief.
Mr. Contester, we can start. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I confirm that the meeting entry is now enabled in the waiting room and the chat option is now closed. So I'll be starting with the contest now. Contestant number 1, can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Okay, can you confirm the color of the card which is being shared?
Gray.
Timer next.
Green. Yellow. And red.
Thank you. You also have been spotlighted. So I confirm that the contestant can see the timer cards, has audible, visible, and has also been spotlighted. So our first contestant is Sumit. Sumit, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Sumit, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. We all do many different things in our lives. But the question is, are we happy while doing those things? The answers may be yes or no. It depends. Few things we do in our life that we love, like studying. Well, not most of us, but yeah, few people does like studying. And few people like painting, and few things we do that we are supposed to be doing that. Like many people don't like traveling, or many people don't like going out with people. And in those things, people cannot find happiness because they are forced to do those things. And that's where the concept of choosing comes up. If we do something by our choice, we will enjoy this. Let me give you my example. In my first year, I have started preparing for chartered accountancy. I sat for foundation exam and I cleared it. But I was not liking it and I was not happy with my choice. So I left it. I left it because I did not find the kick while studying chartered accountancy course. And then I tried exploring many different courses throughout my second year. And eventually I started preparing for CAT, because that is something that at that point of time I realized is something I will love while studying for it. And after studying for it and scoring a decent percentile in the last year, I was happy with my performance. And so in all this, what I realized that if I haven't chosen, if I haven't changed my choice from CA to CAT, I would not be happy, because CA was by chance and CAT was by choice. Thank you, and over to you, contestant.
Thank you, contestant number 1. You're requested to sit with your video on and hands visible. And timer, please show a green card when 1 minute is over. Thank you. I'll now bring the next contestant to the main room. We have the second contestant in the main room. Let me spotlight you. Toastmaster Abhijit, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Can you confirm the color of the screen which is being shared?
It's gray, green, yellow, and red.
Thank you so much. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, can see the timer cards and has been spotlighted. Our second contestant is Abhijit. Abhijit, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Abhijit, over to you.
Thank you very much, Contest Chair. Very good evening to all the Toastmasters and my dear guest. Happiness is by chance. I missed it. Could you please repeat the topic again?
Contest Chair, we cannot repeat the topic. So we can.
All right. Happiness is by chance, and happiness is not by choice and by chance. Okay. So there was a very close friend of mine, a pretty close friend of mine from Mumbai. We both studied in the same school, and he was quite enthusiastic and he was quite aspirational regarding flights. Then he always used to communicate with me whether he should become a pilot or he should pursue something which requires airlines. Then I simply said him that yes, definitely, if you were willing to pursue your career, you should go it, you should give it a shot. Then one fine day, in like couple of years back, like it was in the year 2015, where we both completed our 12th standard, I got to notice that he literally worked hard and he simply got that opportunity to work as a pilot in SpiceJet. I was simply thrilled. I was simply amazed by the way he took the stepping stone. He took that actual hard work. He took that actual step of hard work to achieve his interest, his goal, his aspirations. So, my dear friend, whenever we are trying to achieve something, it's by our choice. It's not by the chance which we are getting. If we are willing to take up a choice, then definitely it will be converted into chance as well. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhijit. You're requested to sit with your video on and hands visible. And I would request the timer to show a green card when 1 minute is over. Thank you. I'll now bring the next contestant. Yeah, we have the next contestant in the room. Toastmaster Kshitij, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Can you confirm the color of the screen which is being shared?
Yeah, right now it is gray, green, yellow, red.
Thank you so much. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, has been spotlighted and can see the timer cards. So our third contestant is Toastmaster Kshitij. Kshitij, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Kshitij, over to you.
What is the difference between a chance and a choice? Good evening, contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Let me share with you all an anecdote. So it was the time of Deepavali in the year 2019, and my academic examinations were just few days ahead. So, when you're good at something, you expect yourselves to be better. But once in a while, you get some choices in your mind that what if I fail? What if the things I'm preparing for do not come? So after being both physically and mentally tired after the long day, I went to my bed trying to get a little sleep, but was getting surrounded and cornered by all sorts of negativities. And then just imagine a subtle tapping on the shoulder and a soft hand caressing the hairs. Well, that's my mother for you. My mother, without wasting any minute, interpreted the situation and directly asked me that, Chitish, why do we celebrate this festival of Deepavali? And at that time, it was an out of nowhere question to me. So I replied that, Mama, it is a festival of lights and we celebrate the return of Lord Ram to his home kingdom, Ayodhya. She asked again, is it the only reason? And then I thought for a while and then replied, no, we also celebrate his victory over the demon king Ravan and his establishment of Dharma in his time period. And then she said, there you go. It is not the thing that it is not the destination you should vouch for. It depends on the choices you make on the journey. Dear friends, if you start embracing your journey, if you make the proper choice, there will be no chances to get slaughtered. You will reach your destination, or even better, you will be a complete person. Thank you, and over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, contestant number 3. I request you to sit with your video on and hands visible. Timer, please show a green card when the 1 minute is over. Thank you, timer. I'll now bring, as I told, the contestant 4 has backed out, so I'll be bringing the contestant 5 into the main room. We have contestant 5 in the main room. I'll spotlight him. Contestant 5, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Thank you. Can you confirm the color of the screen which is being shared?
It is gray now. Green, yellow, red.
Thank you. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, has been spotlighted, and can also see the timer cards. Our 5th contestant is Satyadeep. Satyadeep, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Satyadeep, over to you.
Good evening, all. My father was diagnosed with renal cancer, kidney cancer, in 1997. And I have been a shadow with him till he passed away in the year 2020. For 23 years, I was beside my father. I was working. I got many opportunities to go on site, that is to Europe and to US, as I work in a software industry. But I had to decline all of them. And I stayed beside my father because I thought it will make him happy. It will make me happy. It is not only my duty to be my father, but it was the inherent happiness that I got just by helping him, just by supporting him. Ladies and gentlemen, happiness is never by chance. It is always by choice. It is a journey, not a destination. And therefore, it is you who define what makes you happy. It is not necessary that you need a fatty salary to earn your living and you will be very happy. If you love the work you do not have to work for the rest of your life. Therefore, try and stick to what you do which makes you happy. If something that brings a smile on your face, if something that gives a peaceful sleep at night, if something which gives you contentment, that is happiness. It is your choice, ladies and gentlemen. Do not believe on chances that something will make you happy. So next time you think you're morosed, you're downtrodden, rise up and think what makes you happy and pursue it. What about you, Mr. Contest Chair?
Thank you, contestant number 5. I would request you to be with video, be on video with hands visible. I'll now ask the timer to show a green card when 1 minute is over. We'll maintain 1 minute of complete silence. Thank you. I'll now bring the 6th contestant to the main room. We have contestant number 6 in the main room. Let me spotlight her. Toastmaster Rima, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Thank you. Can you confirm the color of the screen which is being shared?
Gray, green, yellow, red.
Thank you so much. I confirm that the contestant is audible, has been spotlighted and can also see the timer cards. Our 6th contestant is Toastmaster Rima. Rima, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. So Rima, over to you.
Thank you, Contest Chair. Good evening, Contest Chair, judges, and my fellow Toastmasters. Happiness. Happiness is the small things which you do, are the things which makes you really happy. It may be big things or it may be small things. The things which you make, which makes you happy. Even when after a long work, you get a holiday, that makes you happy. Even after you have finished some work and you went to your mother, the smile you have seen in your mother's face, that also makes you happy. When you achieve a target and you accomplished it, that also makes you happy. When a child scores some good marks and when his or her parents come to the school and teacher praises that child, the happiness both the child and the parents you will see, That is happiness. But how you get it all? Just by chance? No. Or choice? No. The hard work which you put in it, the small gestures which you do for it, and you get after that. That is the happiness. Some decisions may be in life which may not make you happy, but later on, when you work hard on it, when you think about it, and you know how to go on making it something big for it, and you gain, that makes you happy. Sometimes you may lose. Some choices will make you regret. But after achieving that thing, understand that what went wrong, and you again do it, and you win it, that makes you happy. Happiness is a choice which you need to choose. It will not just come just like that. The things which you will do, it will also help you to learn in various processes, but it will help you to grow. Thank you, and over to you, contestant.
Thank you, contestant number 6. Timer, please show a green card after 1 minute is over. Thank you. As I notified, the 7th contestant has backed out. We'll be bringing in the 8th contestant now. We have contestant number 8 in the main room. Let me spotlight him. Contestant number 8, you can unmute yourself. Okay, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Can you please be a bit louder?
Today is a beautiful day.
Okay, can you confirm the color of the card which is being shared?
Gray.
Timer.
Green. Yellow. Red.
Thank you. I confirm that the contestant is audible, visible, can see the timer cards, and has also been spotlighted. So our 8th contestant is Toastmaster Ainangshu. Ainangshu. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Ainangshu, over to you.
Right from my childhood, I have learned one thing, that whenever, whatever you want, you have to work hard for it. And when you work hard for it, you think about the outcome that you get out of it and what best you can get other than happiness. Now, happiness is something which you cannot just measure in numbers or any numerical ways. It's something that has to be felt on with. Where do we get this happiness? Well, small things that we make for ourselves, the choices that we make for ourselves, the livelihood that we want to keep ourselves in, and the livelihood that we want our future generations to have it. Yes, I'm talking about the green revolution, or the way we can reduce the carbon footprint and overall the emissions and all the different kinds of pollutions that we're making through the choices that we make. Yes, it's the choice we make in our livelihood. The way we live, the way we throw out the garbages or the leftovers that we have, and the footprint that it has on our earth, it gives back in numbers. Yes, and these numbers are nothing but the happiness that we have for ourselves. It's something that we get in return from the Mother Earth. The resources that we consume, the resources that we use are far more worse than that. The resources that we lose or the resources that we waste. That is something where we lose our happiness. It reflects on ourselves, the way we behave, the way other persons see ourselves in. And when I'm talking about other persons, it's all livelihood and everyone in the world. And that's the choice that we make as humans. Over to you, Contestant.
Thank you, contestant number 8. So we'll now observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark and submit their ballots to the chief judge. Timer, please show a green card after 2 minutes. Chief judge, can they switch off their videos?
Yes, contestant.
You can switch off your videos if you want. I would request the timers to send their timing reports only to the chief judge. Thank you. Thank you, chief judge. Can I start with the contestant interaction?
Yes, contestant, you can do that.
Thank you, everyone. So it's time for all of you to switch on your videos again. And it's time for us to do a little chit chat. So firstly, I'll start with the persons who were there in the semi-final one, because they have been, who are there still now, because they have been waiting for a long time, observing stuff. So I'll start with someone whose video is on from the semi-final one, that is Seema ma'am. So Toastmaster Seema, how does it feel to be back in contest after 1 year?
It's it's very nail biting because I haven't participated in a contest that is online because the previous year it was COVID and I was an area director then, so I couldn't take part. And now back in it, it's very nerve-wracking, I must say.
Okay. And do you prefer the offline or the online mode of contests, since you have witnessed both?
Definitely the offline because the online is very stressful because anytime anything can happen, your video could go off, your internet, anything could happen. So I definitely prefer the offline.
Thank you, and all the best. Thank you for participating in the contest today. And now I'll proceed on to Toastmaster Ajitesh from the first semi-final. So Toastmaster Ajitesh, is this your first contest?
Yes, this is my first.
So how does it feel to participate in a table topics contest? I know you might have attempted table topics in a club, but how does it feel to be in a contest type of environment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the contest is so very different from the actual club meetings that we have, and it's nerve-wracking for sure. It was nail-biting, as Sipam already said. I loved it. I have never actually experienced an offline club meeting yet. I would definitely look forward to doing that. I imagine it would be very different from what we do right now. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I liked it.
Okay. And in your profile, you've mentioned that some of your hobbies are reading. So what genre and what is the latest book that you've read these days?
Oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely like kind of try to pick up and read whatever I get. I'm not a very avid reader. Again, I haven't been reading a lot of late, but I am again trying to get back into the habit of reading. One of my favorite books is The Sapiens, The History of Mankind. I'm not sure if you all have read that. It's a wonderful book. I had completed it halfway through. I'm again trying to reread it, so that's what I'm currently on.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajitesh. And now we proceed to Toastmaster Panna. So Toastmaster Panna, if you can switch on your video if it's possible.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Panna, how does it feel to be a participant and yet coordinating the entire thing at the backdrop, since you're already the president as well?
Yeah, that is a good question. I actually wanted maximum participation from all my club members. Many of them were new. So we had this mock contest, and yeah, so they got a feel of the contest. But I'm a bit upset that some of them still backed out at the last minute. I wish they were also there, because taking part in the contest is a lot of learning. Like Ajitesh said, it is a different atmosphere, and we really learn a lot. And I'm glad that some of the absolute newcomers did participate. Toastmaster Rima, Toastmaster Abhijit, Toastmaster Ajitesh, Toastmaster Kshitij. They are very new. And I'm so glad that they have participated at least. Yes, it was a little bit of a difficulty trying to, coordinate both. But Toastmaster Rohit, distinguished Toastmaster Rohit, I must say hats off to you. You took on the responsibility of handling everything, getting the chief judge, and we, VMC, are really grateful to you for handling everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And it's also been one of the learning experiences where I could get to know the rules outright, which are there and which is a choice of the club. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Panna, for the opportunity. And now I'll go to Toastmaster Amrish. So Toastmaster Amrish, in your profile form, you have mentioned that your favorite quote is "take risks." So are you the person who experiments a lot or tries new things, or what is the backdrop of this favorite quote of yours?
Actually, when I was in Reliance, it was 2.5 years I was there, and I was on a very good salary. I was receiving very good salary, but suddenly I thought to come back to Kolkata. In that time, I was in Reliance, Mumbai, and I thought to come back to Kolkata and start practice from zero. Because it was a gap of 2.5 years, I left Kolkata, and I have very few contacts left, because all my friends are in job, somebody in Bangalore, in Delhi. But after like 11 years of practice, I can say that I have taken a risk doing that prestigious job of finance industry as a manager. And I'm doing very good in my practice. And that taking risks to take risks, but it must be competitive. It must not be open-ended.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amrish. Congratulations on participating, because I always believe the one who participates is the greatest winner, because to be able to come and speak in a contest is really, it takes guts. But I have procrastinated it in my first year, but went on to take part in the second year. So now I'll go to the second semi-final now, because I don't see anyone from the first semi-final yet. So I see Satyadeep Basu sir with his video on. So Satyadeep sir, you have mentioned that your hobbies is Adda. So can you please explain what is Adda? And
those who are Bengali, they know this, what is Adda. Those who have been in Kolkata, they know what is Adda if they have stayed for some years. It is a chit chat, but I miss that because most of my friends have gone out either due to work or they have bought flats in different areas. So we had a concept which is a localized concept, which is called para, where these two roads. I stay in one of the main roads. So in these two roads, whatever houses, approximately 8 or 9 houses, all the boys and girls put together, we were friends. And at our time, let me tell you openly, I studied in a co-ed school. So if a boy and a girl were chatting together, they were not construed in a different connotation at any point of time. It was pure Adda, right? And that's how I grew up. Nowadays, people construe in different meanings. So that's my favorite thing. And we did not need to have a cigarette and a tea, right? It was pure, simple Adda, which later on transformed into cigarettes and tea, and then tea was replaced by drinks. But that is not, of course, that is not a regular feature. But yes, I miss those Addas. And that's why as soon as I start in this virtual forum also, I do not want to stop because I miss this. This is actual Adda, what we are doing. Forget about that interview.
Okay, thank you so much, Satyadeep sir. So congratulations on participating today. And now I'll move to Toastmaster Kshitij. So Toastmaster Kshitij, is this your first time as well?
Yeah, it is my first time taking part in a contest.
Okay, so how did it feel like? Did you feel tense? Did you prepare much? So tell me something, how you felt before the contest.
Let me be honest. The proceedings in a contest are different, but for me, the giving a table topic, attempting it was just like any other club meeting. I just heard the topic, interpreted it, and then spoke what was in my mind.
Okay, thank you so much for participating. I also see Toastmaster Sumit with his video on. So Toastmaster Sumit, how does it feel to take part in a contest? Like, have you ever been part of a contest which has a semi-final and then final at the club level? I know it happens in a district.
Oh no, never.
Okay. So how did you find this new format? Because I know you have participated.
Yes, it's quite interesting and the competition is huge. So you have to really perform very good to go to the finals and then to the division level or the area level, basically.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating. I also have Toastmaster Reema Das with us from the second semi-final. Let me tell you all, Toastmaster Reema was the first person to send me the eligibility and biography form. So thank you so much for being so punctual, Toastmaster Reema. So Toastmaster Reema, how was your experience? Like, did you also prepare much or were you very tensed? Because what I saw was that you were very cool while giving the table.
Actually, I was telling also I'm relaxed. I was like, I'll go, I'll enjoy whatever happens. I will say whatever will come in my mind. Nothing I prepared. It's just fun. But as it was taking time, I was a little bit getting nervous. When my time will come, when my name will come, I'll appear. But I was relaxed. Okay. Nothing I prepared. It was just like that.
Thank you so much. And I move to the contestant 8 of the second semi-final, Ainangshu, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Okay.
It's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a South Indian, so I'm used to pronouncing tongue twisters as well. So Toastmaster Ainangshu, is this your first contest as well, or have you participated?
No, I have seen a lot of contests and have been in the organizing before, but as a participant, first time I have been participating.
Oh, wow. So you have seen organizing it before. I mean, in the offline mode or online?
Yeah, I've been part of a different club. So therein we used to organize. Then it was offline.
Okay, so same question. Which one did you like more?
Offline is way better. Any day.
Okay.
It's more interactive. Like people can see you in person and the body language and everything, it's better in person.
Thank you so much for participating today. So I finished all the contestants, interacting with them. Now I would like to thank all the contest role players. I just read the script. Whatever they did was important, because you could have let gone without me reading that entire script. So what they did was important. So I would like to thank the timers, Toastmaster Aditya Agarwala, Toastmaster Prem Kumar, and both the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Suvash. He had to drop off due to network issues, and Toastmaster Bharat, who was there in the breakout room. A huge thank you to all of you and for agreeing to take part in this, be a role player in this contest. So now I would leave it up to the chief judge for a few words, because I need time to prepare certificates. Please go ahead and buy me time. Chief judge, if you want to say anything.
Yes, thank you very much, contest chair, distinguished Toastmaster Rohit, and good evening, everyone. It has been great connecting with everyone here today and serving as chief judge. I really enjoyed this contest a lot and got to hear, since I got to hear both groups, group 1 and group 2. So I really enjoyed listening to everyone, and I must thank the contest chair and all the role players and all the contestants for participating in the contest and making it a very, very good contest. So there were no glitches or hiccups in terms of internet connectivity or what's device failure or whatsoever the case may be. So there was no failure of that kind, which made it a treat to be a part of. However, before the contest actually started, there were some things going on regarding this rule or that rule, and things that did not even factor into the actual contest today. So it really made me think that why were we having all those discussions where no one's using those things or doing those things? But I believe it is a good thing at the end, because it serves as a learning experience, and we get to learn things that we can implement in future contests and implement them further on, maybe in this division or my own division or any other place where any of us would happen to go to. So overall, a very good experience to be a part of, and I hope everyone, all the contestants, found it to be a learning experience, and the role players and those in attendance. And I must also thank my invisible team of judges for taking out the time for this group. So initially it did sound like a daunting task, like there were 16, 17 people who had given their names to be a part of this contest. But then once we broke them down into the two groups, it did not seem like that big of a task. And it was really something commendable, really, that so many people in the club were willing to be participants in the contest. And that really shows the making of a healthy club, that there are so many people who want to further their own journey and become better leaders and better communicators, and experiment that even if they do not win, at least they want to be a part of it. At least they can see what they can do better when they step onto this platform the next time, or see where they currently stand. So won't take too much more of your time, won't take more of it. So thank you so much, everyone. It was a good experience for me. Hope it was for you as well. And now I would like to hand it back to the contester. I hope I have given you enough time to prepare most of the certificates. Then since I have run out of content, so I would hand it over to you. So over to you, contester, distinguished Toastmaster Rohit.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Angad. It was right on time. I prepared all the certificates now. So it's time for the results. So Chief Judge, do I have your permission to declare the results?
Yes, please.
Okay, so as discussed, top 4 from each semi-final will proceed to the finals. And let me tell you, there were no disqualifications in both semi-finals, either based on time or on disqualification. I see some people praying to Lord that there were no disqualification. So now let me declare the results, and whatever I'm declaring is in a random order. There's no first, there's no second, there's no third. It's in a random order, and I'll be also declaring it in a mixed bag kind of thing. So, okay, so let's start. So the first finalist, and let's all pretend that we're in a pageant competition and 8 of them will be going into the finals. So the first finalist for the Table Topics contest of VirtuoMasters Club is, let me share the screen. It's on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. So the first finalist is Toastmaster Ainangshu Goswami. The second, So the second finalist is Kshitij Shresht. The third finalist is Anurag Jain. The fourth finalist is Sumit Kumar. The fifth finalist is, hey, Panna ma'am, it's Panna Ray. The sixth finalist is Seema ma'am. The seventh finalist is Satyadeep Basu. And the last finalist is Ajitesh Chaudhary. So these are the 8 people who will be going into the finals of the Table Topics contest of VirtuoMasters Club. Thank you so much, everyone, for a wonderful experience. And now I stop the recording.